Protesters gathered in several West African capitals recently to demand their countries abandon the CFA Franc in favor of a common African currency. This is not a new debate, but passions have been reignited since Senegal arrested and expelled an activist for burning a CFA bill at a rally last month. Sofia Christensen reports from Dakar.
It's a small but passionate movement, calling for dramatic action on the CFA Franc.
It is not possible for us to move towards a single African currency if we continue to suffer this financial and economic subjugation.
The Pan-African Emergencies Group called for the protest. Senegal recently expelled the movement's founder, French-Beninese activist Kémi Séba, after he burned a 5,000 CFA note during a rally in Dakar in August. France created the CFA in the 1940s for its African colonies. The CFA is pegged to the euro and guaranteed by national currency reserves deposited with the French treasury. Senegal is one of 14 countries in West and Central Africa's two monetary unions still using the CFA. At Dakar's bustling Marché Tilène, many traders are interested in the debate, though the arguments remain more emotional than economic.
It's not an African currency, so we consider it a Nazi currency imposed by our colonizer.
I would like Senegal to have its own currency. In the same way as we used to talk about the French franc, I would like us to talk about the Senegalese franc.
We are Africans. We need to get organized and mobilized for a single currency.
Advocates of the CFA say it has prevented inflation and instability. They point to the experience of neighbors like Guinea and Nigeria as cautionary tales of going it alone. But critics argue the currency is too strong and stifles economic growth. Regional trade has expanded outside the Eurozone to partners like China and the United States.
When you have a currency that's fixed to a strong currency like the euro, it's easy to import. But when you want to export, your products cannot compete with other foreign countries.
Countries using the CFA are free to abandon it, but none of the 14 governments has announced any such intention. And for onlookers at this latest anti-CFA protest, this may be for the best.
I do not blame them. Everyone has their way of thinking. But we will go nowhere if Senegal creates its own currency and leaves the CFA.
For now, the debate continues. But in the past year, the presidents of Senegal and Ivory Coast have publicly reaffirmed their support for the CFA, making it unlikely it will disappear anytime soon. Sofia Christensen for VOA News, Dakar.